Alright, hey guys, what's up? I am being so serious. I have watched this video at least like 10 times to try and figure out what's happening. I have no idea what the hell this guy is talking about. I have So we're gonna watch it again, right? And we're just gonna speak like there's holes in his argument. I don't know what he's arguing. There's a lot going on. I'm not gonna spoil the video. I say we just get right into it and then we pick this apart. So without further ado, here we go.
So what do I mean by men were designed to kill dragons, not come home to one? In the past 200, 2,000 some odd years ago, this planet was just different. Things were a lot different 2,000 years ago than they are today. So you needed men to go out here and kill dragons. What I mean by killing dragons, I mean till the land, protect the land, work with the animals, farming, protect us from other people invading, and just taking over the properties and just doing a chaos of many different things that were going on 200 plus odd years ago. Here we are 200 plus years later. Those dragons are not here, especially in a first world country like the United States.
Okay, so initially, when I first heard this, I legitimately thought this guy was talking about killing dragons. I don't know why I was tired, but that makes more sense than what he's talking about. So this guy, by the way, the only reason I care so much is because this dude has one of those like, oh yeah, give me $10 a month and I'll change your life. He's got one of those like alpha male courses, I think. So to this dude, slaying a dragon is as he refers to it, a chaos of multiple things. I didn't even know you could use chaos that way. I don't think you can, but slaying dragons is it's a plethora of different things. Plethora is a very good word. That ranges from, farming, raising animals, to raiding and protecting villages. What? Why not just call them like, yeah, men's had different duties. If he didn't refer to this as slaying dragons and he was like, men had different responsibilities about 200, the biggest problem too, 200 years ago was the 1800s. 2,000 years ago was like the time of the Bible. What? That is a very large chunk of time. You can't just, because he was using them like interchangeably. Like, sure, maybe they were like, yeah, I guess farming's farming, but the duties that a man in the duties of a man in the 1800s were substantially different than the duties of a man in like 0 BC, right? Or no, 0 AD. 0 BC was like the beginning of time, I think. No. No, because 0 BC and 0 AD were the same. Were they? They were the same year. Yeah, because 0. Yes. You guys are all stupid. I don't know why you guys stop pressing me. Okay. Because even 200 years ago, he said like defending your land and raiding other land. Was there really that? I mean, I don't think there was that much. I feel like in terms of like raiding and like seizing countries, that chilled out by like the 1700s. For them, no. Well, it was a different sort of raiding, right? It was more like, I will buy this land from you, as opposed to, yo. Well, that still happens. It slowed down. It wasn't the same as, like, like the Dark Ages of Europe, where it's like, oh, come hither, come hither. The town from across the lake is invading us. We must raise the defense. It's not like that. That's an awesome voice I just did. It's nothing like that, right? Okay, like, ignoring everything else this man said, and, like, actually pretending that maybe he is talking about killing real dragons. I really want dragons to be real. Like, really bad. It would be so sick to imagine, like, that a dragon existed at one point in time. The problem with dragons, though, is they don't fit anywhere on the timeline. If you're like me, when I picture dragons, I think of them in, like, the European Dark Ages, right? Which lasted from the 5th to 10th centuries. So that was what, like, 600 to the 1100s? Yeah. I picture them there. In Europe, there's castles, there's knights, there's idiot peasant. Like, there's idiot peasants. The whole shebang, right? We all know there's magic, Merlin, whatever. That's what I picture. The problem, though, is I picture dragons there. I don't picture dragons during the Roman Empire. Now, What's the problem with that? Well, the problem is, like I said, the European Dark Ages started in the 5th centuries, lasted till the 10th. The Roman Empire lasted from 700 BC to 476 AD, and they were at the height of their power during 117 AD. So that's like the Roman Empire fell like 400 years before the Dark Ages started. I don't see dragons in the Roman Empire. I see them there. It's not like the dragons were just gone for a while and then they came back and then they disappeared again. Dragons just don't make sense anywhere. Even in the Bible, assuming the Bible is real, right? I like to think maybe it happened a little bit. I don't know. I've been to church many a times. I do not remember once the priest ever saying, and then Jesus looked into the sky and there was a dragon. That never happened, right? There was no mention of dragons in the Bible. Ever, right? Maybe they existed. When were the Greeks around? Okay, so the Greeks lasted, they started around like 1100 BC. I still don't think that too. There's no, dragons aren't real. We guys, as a society, we just need to accept the fact that dragons aren't real and never existed. It's sad, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay. But let's get back. This was an intermission if you couldn't tell. I cut the video here. This was a cut. We're going back. Goodbye. Not goodbye. This was a cut if you couldn't tell. We're gonna go back to the video. I'm gonna shut up. Hi guys. This was an intermission if you couldn't tell. What the hell is he talking about though? Because also at the beginning he says men were designed to kill dragons, not come home to them. Well, assuming that killing a dragon just means, you know, taking care of these tasks, right? I'm really doing a lot of work for this dude. So killing your dragons, you're farming the land, you're raising the sheep, you're killing your neighbors from across the lake because you've never known them and your entire world is in this tiny town. You're a dragon slayer. Even though that wasn't really going on, especially in America in like the 1800s. I mean, I don't think that, no, in the 1800s there were, what? I don't even think in Europe, maybe Africa, I don't know. That was not happening 200 years ago. Farming was, yes, farming, raising animals. Invading and defending your villages, I don't think that was happening in most parts of the world in the 1800s. But, okay. You kill your dragons, but not coming. What does he mean not coming home to them? What, that doesn't. You would come home to them. Your dragons, you would slay your dragons at your home. That statement, so that statement makes no sense. So you don't farm. I don't know what that means. I can't even rationale. That's how you use that word, right? I think so. I have no idea what he means by that. Why is he wearing a fishing hat? Why is he wearing that weird vest? Why is he fidgeting with either an apple or a fruit cup? I don't know. The hashtags on this video are Dragon Slayer, Dragon Slayers in the past. I don't know what the hell is going on. If anyone watches this video, please do not buy this course. Do not buy any. Never buy an Alpha Male course because you're just giving them money. Or a course on how to get rich. Because you know how you get rich? You make a dumb course and you sell it to idiots so they give you money. You learn nothing. I don't know what's happening. This video is maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I have nothing against this guy. I don't know this man. Maybe he is a dragon slayer, and maybe dragons did exist during the Roman Empire, or dragons, they were gone for a while and they came back. I don't know, and then they disappeared again. It is what it is. Was there even okay, well, assuming the Bible is real, the Bible happened at 0, right, or before then. Was there I don't even remember. I've never been to church once and the priest was like, and then Jesus looked to the sky and there was a dragon. That never happened, right? I don't think that ever happened. Maybe it did, I don't know. It's really sad that dragons don't exist. It's been your boy as always, though. I'm gonna end the video here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Where's the button?